Andrew Micah! That was a sweet intro. This looks like about my kind of crowd. My comedy is unfortunately about 90% references. You guys are going to get all my references, so that's good. Right off the bat. How many people, yay, how many people remember when LimeWire was a thing? You guys remember? Few LimeWire fans, few Kazaa fans. Few Kazaa fans out there in the crowd that were holding out for that reference. But yeah, basically what it was, for those of you that don't remember, is like after Napster got shut down, right? You needed to get your illegal music somewhere. So you turn to LimeWire. It was like 15 years ago, something like that. So whatever you kids were listening to, Yellow Card, whatever bullshit you kids were listening to, you could download that on LimeWire. If you were a young man such as myself, you could also download adult films and movies, right? I was very into that. Basically how that worked is that you type in your sexy keyword, right? And then you'd get a wall of titles, and you'd pick one that sounded good, and you'd download it for like a day and a half. And then you just hope it was good. Just pray that it comes out okay on the other side. Be what you say you are. Be what you say you are. Right? And I bring this up because there was a title that has stuck with me to this day of a video. The video was entitled, Young Twinks Giving Handjobs to Bears. Yeah. Some of you guys know what... I didn't know what any of those words meant, but at face value, yeah, I'm very excited about this. Right? It's not what I'm into sexually, but that's a crazy thing, right? Agreed? If you could see that on video, crazy thing. I'm definitely going to watch that. If nothing else, it's a conversation topper I can have for the rest of my life. I had the craziest weekend. You know what's crazy? Handjobs to bears. Yeah, saw that happen in their environment, in the woods. It was weird. And downloaded it, and it was two dudes banging, so... Watch out for that video, guys. Next time you're on surfing the LimeWire net, look out for that. I grew up with divorced parents. It happened very early, so I didn't have to deal with any of the breakup stuff. The only thing that I had to deal with, and some of you guys probably had to deal with this too, is like kind of the PR battle that happens between mom and dad. You know, there's a lot of like, there's cover-ups happening, because they each want to win. They want to win at parenting, you know, at this point. That's what they're competing for. And so, like, stuff will get swept under the rug. Your mom will be like, hey, you know, don't tell your dad that that man stayed over last night. And your dad will be like, hey, don't tell your mom that that man stayed over last night. And you're like, I'm trapped in a web of lies, and I'm 4! And I'm not agile, I'm 4. I'm going to fall down and entangle myself in this web of lies. And this caught up to me one time when I was young. I was 4 years old and Jurassic Park came out, guys. And I loved dinosaurs. I was all about that shit. I had a dinosaur encyclopedia. I had dinosaur action figures. I had little books with little cartoon dinosaurs that ran around and they were friends with each other and they did little dinosaur things. And I was pumped. And my dad was like, you can't not go see this movie. We'll go see it. But keep it for your mom. Word leaked out. Mom found out. Turns out Mom is a staunch advocate of the MPAA and was not a fan of her 4-year-old son going to see a PG-13 movie. She was like, you must have been terrified. With the velociraptors, you must have been terrified. I was like, no, you know what? I wasn't. Dad said I wasn't. To call my bluff, she took me back to Jurassic Park. Right? Which is also, just like as an aside, kind of a weird thing. Oh, you were terrified? Let's see if you were terrified. Let's go see it again! Weird point to make. But I was pumped. I didn't know that was going on behind the scenes. So I was like, yeah, Jurassic Park twice in a week. There's a scene in that movie where a man gets eaten off of a toilet by a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And as a 4-year-old, that's all you can ever hope for in a movie. I didn't know that was a thing. Twice in a week, I'm good to go. Middle of the movie, my mom turns to me and says, hey, you want to sit on my lap? Fuck yeah, I want to sit on your lap. Jurassic Park, movie time, I love movie time. I'm 4, I love laps. This is the best of both worlds. This is going to be the best thing ever. Enjoyed it thoroughly. I see my dad the next day. He's like, what the hell, man? Went to go see Jurassic Park with your mom. She told me you were so scared you had to sit on her lap the whole time. What? That's not how that shook down. I'm tired of being a pawn in your lies. I can't tell these lies anymore. I'm a 4-year-old. I can't keep it shut. And as we all now know from seeing that movie, lies will find a way. Lies will find a way. Will find a way. Thank you, Jeff Goldblum fan. Thank you. There's a long way to go for a Jeff Goldblum pun. Yeah. Yeah. Went to the beach not too long ago with my family. It was a good trip. But the person that probably had the best time, I went with my girlfriend and her family, was her little brother, because he was there on summer break with his high school friends, which was fun. Remember when we gallivanted in the summertime with nothing to do? And we got down there and we realized that those high school kids had brought a lot of weed with them to the beach with her family, like a Scarface amount. There was a mound of it. I saw it on a table. Anytime that the parents left the house, they get very excited, run downstairs, start blasting hip-hop/reggae music. At one point, one of them yelled, "Ja, Rastafarian summer break!" Because if anything typifies the struggle of the Rastafari movement, it's 4 pasty white kids on vacation listening to 2 Chainz on an iPad, so they nailed it. But also, they would burn incense anytime that they smoked, so I guess in theory to like cover up what they're doing. But everyone knows high school kids. Everyone knows what you're doing, you know? Like burning incense to cover your smoking is like trying to hide a murder by just Febrezing a dead body. It does smell different, it does, but we can tell. We can tell what's happening. So, a lot of people have been talking about sexy things and relationships and stuff like that. And guys, I've realized that a lot of guys just don't know how to talk to women. And you know what? It's really not that hard. A lot of guys come to me for advice. They're like, "Hey, you're the food master. What's up with you these days?" And I'm like, "Just advice coming out of my mouth right now." So, like, what you do, guys, you gotta walk up to a girl confidently, make eye contact, learn her name, and then make a joke with that girl's name. She'll love it. She knows you're funny. She knows you're paying attention. For example, meet her on the street. She's like, "My name's Maureen." "That's so interesting. I went to college for marine biology." "Lauren, that's so funny. The first thing I thought when I saw you is it won't be long until I'm lowering you into my windowless van." Maureen, Leah, I already talked to Maureen earlier. Leah, that's so funny. I think all of your clothes would look good on the floor of my windowless van. Girls love windowless vans, is the takeaway. It works if you're Andrew Markle, if you're a gentleman looking for a gentleman. Not that you need help, from what I hear, but you just walk up, be like, "What's your name?" "Philip, that's so funny. I'd like to fill up your dick with, your butt with my..." You guys know what I'm saying. And it'll work, because they like to get it on. If you don't believe me, go to LimeWire and type in "young twinks giving handjobs to bears." You'll figure it out. I've been Travis. Thank you, guys.